And we cut across to breaking news coming in. We are getting details of a statement that has been released by the Northern Resistance Front. The European Parliament has invited the resistance leader Ahmed Massoud before the European Union to explain his message to the world. These are the latest details that we are receiving over the statement that was released by the Northern Resistance Front. And now the European Parliament, having invited resistance leader Ahmed Massoud before the European Union to explain his message to the world. Sanika will join us shortly from the Afghan desk to put out in detail what this means. But the EU has invited resistance leader Ahmed Massoud, and this has been clarified by senior parliamentarians as this is over the statement that was released by the Northern Resistance Front, and the European Parliament now wants Ahmed Massoud to explain the same. All right, Sanika will be with us any second now, but remember that the Northern Resistance Front has been putting up a strong fight against the Taliban, and most importantly, pictures and videos that have been surfacing from the Panjshir Valley. This despite the Taliban pushing its propaganda campaign, saying that they have taken control over Panjshir. But we also brought out that last picture of Ahmed Massoud for you, and which is also on your screens right now, where Ahmed Massoud has been leading the fight against the Taliban and building his army of the Northern Resistance Force along with Abdullah Saleh. And the Northern Resistance Front putting up a very strong message that they are not going to back down in any way. Rather, they are only getting stronger by the day, and they continue to fight the Taliban as they have complete control of the Panjshir Valley. But even as the global community watches very closely, and we've of course been bringing to you where each country stands as far as recognition of the Taliban is concerned, this is the latest that is coming in from the European Parliament, because it is now being said that the EU has invited Ahmed Massoud himself to explain the statement that the Northern Resistance Front has made. This also at a time when we understand that the Taliban is seeking recognition from the global community as they form the government in Afghanistan. And of course, several nations have put out where they stand. I believe Sanika is with me on the phone line. She joins us from the Afghan desk. Sanika, what more can you tell us on this?
So, Suesha, what we can tell our viewers is that we are now getting a statement. This is released by the Northern Resistance Forces itself, and the statement reads that the European Parliament has appraised the fights and personality of the national heroes and called their successor after 20 years. So, this is the European Union Parliament, the EU Parliament, inviting Ahmed Massoud to the European Parliament to put forth his views. Now, the European Parliament has invited Ahmed Massoud, who is the leader of the National Resistance Front, to the European Parliament, just like his father, to explain his message to the world and to Europe as well as the world. Now, we know, Suesha, a few weeks back, we had Ahmed Massoud writing an editorial in an American publication and urging Americans and urging the Western world to take note of the fight that is taking place in Panjshir. And if you just rewind a little in history, in 2001, his father, Ahmed Massoud, had visited Europe and urged European Parliament leaders to pressurize Pakistan on its support for the Taliban. He had also asked for humanitarian aid to combat the Afghan people's gruesome conditions under the Taliban. So this was in 2001, just before Ahmed Massoud was assassinated. And now European Parliament has sort of extended its support to his son, Ahmed Massoud, while he is leading the resistance front in Panjshir, while they're leading the fight in Panjshir. And what we can tell our viewers is that the European Parliament seems to have invited Ahmed Massoud to address the Parliament so that his message goes out to the leaders of Europe and also to the world as far as aid is concerned, and as far as Pakistan's support to Taliban and Pakistan's offensive in Panjshir is also concerned.
All right, Sanika, many thanks for those details. And of course, we continue to keep a very close track on what eventually happens and whether Ahmed Massoud actually marks his presence in the European Parliament. For the moment, thank you.